This is your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from Dr. Don's Weather. Dr. Don's Weather is made possible by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Swate Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. From the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery, Southern Union State Community College, and the venue at 5 Points Farms. Here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Saturday. This is July 4th, 3.0. We're on our third day of celebrating July 4th, and I've got the weather forecast for you all the way through the weekend, and maybe we're going to have to deal with some effects of Hurricane Beryl as we get into the first part of next week. All of that and a whole lot more coming up on this morning's edition of your primetime forecast for Saturday, July 6, 2024. Brought to you this morning as a service of our friends up at Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery on Highway 431 in Wedowee. Be sure you go by there today. Enjoy some delicious food. You got to try those ribs. My goodness, man. They are fantastic. The ice cream, of course, is the best part there at the end. Be sure and tell them that Dr. Don sent you, and tell Denny I said hello. You can find them at 2201 Highway 431 in Wedowee, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-357-4039. Also, don't forget, get in touch with Jamie Dukas to get your ducks in a row with Dukas. You can call Jamie at 256-831-7770. Jamie will come to your house. He'll do it the old-fashioned way. He'll sit down at your kitchen table, and he'll tell you what you need for insurance, and then at 2 o'clock in the morning, if you need him, you can call him, and he's going to answer the phone. That's the way it works. If you don't want to go the traditional old-fashioned way that works better than anything you could possibly do, then you can go online and do the same thing and never have to talk to a soul. It's Jamie Dukas, Alpha Insurance. He can cover you for your insurance needs across Alabama and Georgia. Be sure you get in touch with Jamie today. Tell him that Dr. Don sent you as well. So, lightning risk for today. We see that some big thunderstorms could form along and just north of the I-85 corridor and then to the south. It's going to be another hot day. We do have a heat advisory in effect all the way through Sunday night for Tallapoosa, Chambers, Troop, Harris, and Lee of our coverage area. There are other counties that are covered, but north of Chambers County, you're not in that heat advisory because there is a front that's going to drag across Alabama and Georgia this morning, and the dew points are going to be a little bit lower north of the front than they will be south of the front, and so that's why we've got that division there. Storms along and south of the I-85 corridor. Basically, the best chance of storms will be Tallapoosa, Chambers, Troop, and south, though we can't rule out a storm across the rest of the area as well, so you're going to need to be weather aware this afternoon. And we may have to deal with some tropical rain as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and even into Wednesday with what's left with Hurricane Beryl as it moves up across West Tennessee up into southern Kentucky. Maybe. Beryl has not made landfall in Texas just yet, but the latest information from the Hurricane Center has pushed it even further north, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as we take a look at the tropics this morning. At 7 a.m., the center of Tropical Storm Beryl was located near latitude 22.7 north, longitude 21.9 west. Beryl's moving to the north toward the west-northwest near 12 miles per hour, and a turn to the northwest is expected later today, and then north-northwestward by Sunday night. On the forecast track, the center of Beryl is expected to approach the Texas coast by late Sunday into Monday morning. Reports from NOAA and Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate the maximum sustained winds are near 60 miles per hour with higher gusts. Little change in strength is expected today, but strengthening is expected to begin by Sunday, and Beryl is forecast to become a hurricane again before it reaches the Texas coast. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 115 miles from the center. The minimum central pressure is estimated from the Hurricane Hunter aircraft data at 29.50 inches of mercury. It now looks like landfall will be somewhere between Corpus Christi and Galveston, Texas, Monday early afternoon as a Category 1 hurricane. Then it looks like the storm's going to move up near Houston, Texas, and then begin that northeast turn through Louisiana, maybe southern Arkansas, and then right there along the Arkansas-Tennessee border by 1 a.m. on Thursday morning. Thursday morning. So it's going to be a slow mover. And so here's the deal. That puts Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia on the eastern side of the storm. We all know that's where the worst weather is. So there's still a huge number of questions out there. It's really going to all depend how strong Beryl gets before it makes landfall. Right now we think Category 1. How quick does Beryl fall apart? Does it get absorbed into a front that's lingering across Alabama and Georgia? There are all kinds of possibilities, including the worst case scenario, which would be some pretty substantial heavy rainfall at times across Alabama and Georgia. And there could be some periods of strong thunderstorms in some of those feeder bands. And now we don't think this is a worst case scenario setup here, but I just want to lay that out there. That is a possibility. Right now it looks like what we're going to see maybe is some beneficial rainfall for Alabama and Georgia at times as we get into Monday and Tuesday, and maybe even lingering into Wednesday. Just know that there is the possibility we could be looking at some significant weather on the worst side of things. Best case scenario, we just get some good tropical rains out of this because we need it really bad. So there's the latest on Hurricane Beryl. If you have interest along the Texas coast, hurricane watches and warnings are posted there this morning, and this could be a significant storm. You know, the Houston area, the Galveston area floods very easy, and so it's not going to take a whole lot of rain from this system to cause some serious problems down there with storm surge and flooding rain. So make sure if you have loved ones or friends that live down there on the Texas coast that they are fully aware of what the possibilities are over the next 48 hours along the Texas coast. Now let's take a look at your current conditions at the venue at 5 Points Farms. It is already warm out there, 74.5. It feels like 76.7. No wind this morning. Look at the humidity, 100%. You cut it with a knife. Barometric pressure at 29.94, dew point 75. The high temperature yesterday was 92.2. We currently have cloudy skies. Sunrise this morning was at 5:37, and the sun sets this evening at 7:55 p.m. 6-day forecast from the Alpha Weather Center. Jamie Dukas, your local Alpha agent. Today, mostly cloudy, maybe a peek of the sun from time to time. 60% chance of afternoon storms. Again, the better chances for storms today will be along and south of I-85, but a few storms across the rest of the area can't be ruled out. 91 will be your high temperature this afternoon. Sunday, pretty much carbon copy, though. That front's going to lift back to the north on Sunday, so I think the entire region across East Alabama and West Georgia will stand a better chance of seeing showers on Sunday. 90 will be your afternoon high. Then as we get into the Beryl juice, see what I did right there? On Monday and Tuesday, we're looking at a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will back off a little bit as we have complete cloud coverage on both days. 90 on Monday, 89 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, about a 50% chance of storms. 87 will be your high in the afternoon, and I think by Thursday and Friday of next week, we're back to a typical summertime hit and miss, scattered shower, afternoon thunderstorm type pattern for East Alabama and West Georgia. Southern Union State Community College live Doppler HD radar. You can see the track, and I'm going to zoom back out so that you can see exactly where Beryl is at this hour. We'll show you the entire Gulf of Mexico, and you'll see that Beryl has emerged back out in the southwest Gulf of Mexico, moved across the Yucatan Peninsula yesterday and last night, and you can also begin to see The latest satellite, you can see the clouds showing up here on radar this morning, and it's about to get into the good radar coverage area, so we'll really be able to get a good look at the storm in the next couple of hours. But you'll see the expected track as a tropical storm, and then making it to at least Category 1 hurricane status just before landfall. And this will be coming up on tomorrow morning. And then making landfall there between Corpus Christi and Galveston, Texas, probably shortly after noon on Monday. And then we're looking at it curving up to the north between San Antonio and Houston, and then to the northeast, southeast of Waco, and then right over close to Shreveport, Louisiana, then across portions of southwest and southern Arkansas, and then awfully close to Memphis, Tennessee by Thursday morning. So between, Monday and Thursday, what's left of Beryl is going to be hanging out in the southeastern United States. And what will happen is it'll continuously drag moisture up off of the Gulf of Mexico and stream north across Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Arkansas, and of course Florida. And so that's going to really increase the tropical moisture here across the southeastern United States. We need the rain, but that's all we want to get is rain. But there is also that possibility that some of these storms from time to time, especially in the afternoon on Monday, Tuesday, potentially Wednesday, in the heat of the day, if these storms are coming in at the right angle, we could get some veering in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and some of these storms could rotate. So we can't rule out the possibility, though it doesn't look very likely right now. We cannot rule out the possibility of a few rotating thunderstorms and possible quick spin-up tornadoes as we head through the Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday time frame. So, again, that's not officially in the forecast, but it is the worst-case scenario, and I want you to know about it so that you can be weather aware of what could potentially happen over the next several days across the areas. We'll take you in a little bit closer this morning across East Alabama and West Georgia. You can see that we have cloud coverage, but no precipitation falling right now. Pretty cloudy across Chambers down into Lee. Good rains down there yesterday afternoon. Auburn, Opelika, back down towards Smith Station. And filtered sunshine over in West Georgia, up into Randolph and Clay. Not a whole lot going on as far as precipitation is concerned. The closest rain at this hour is back over toward Meridian, Mississippi. Lots of information for you this morning. Hey, be sure you head over to our weather store and support Dr. Don's Weather. Part of the proceeds from the sale of our coffee cup, our T-shirt, and our baseball cap come back to Dr. Don's Weather. So there's the link on the screen. You can also go to the top of the video on Facebook. There's a clickable link for you there. Or over on YouTube, at the bottom of the video, you'll find under More, for more information, you'll find a whole list of links there, one of them being our weather store. Also, we have all kinds of different places you can go to make donations to us if you'd like to do that, including PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. It's all there. Just click the link of your choice and support us here on Dr. Don's Weather. And also, please support us on social media, on Facebook and YouTube, by sharing, liking, subscribing, following, all that stuff. Do it every single day, because that helps keep our numbers high, which helps us on social media, and that doesn't cost you a dime. So do that at least today to support Dr. Don's Weather. Hope you have a fantastic July 4th 3.0. Good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you back in here on Sunday for the final day of our 4-day holiday weekend right here on Dr. Don's Weather.
This has been your primetime forecast for East Alabama and West Georgia from the Alpha Weather Center, powered by Southern Union State Community College, the venue at 5 Points Farms and Boondocks Barbecue and Creamery. Dr. Don's Weather is supported by the Randolph County Commission, First Light Coffee, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Southern Auction Solutions, Genesis Weight Clinic, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, the Town of Wadley, Auction 431 South, the Salem Auction House, and Bama Diesel Repair. Be sure to like us on Facebook, share us with all of your friends, and subscribe to Dr. Don's Weather on YouTube. We will be back tomorrow morning with another edition of your primetime forecast on Dr. Don's Weather.